Good afternoon, World Wide Web. One more quick update video on AMC Entertainment Holdings. I just wanted to show everybody what happened last time AMC had a good quarter. It was 1 year ago. It was summer of 2022. We got some summer love here. We got AMC at $12.43 a share, and the earnings hit. Same time they're hitting now. We're on the end of August 3rd. On August 5th, this thing was at $22.18. On August 12th, it was at $24.44. This was August 12th of 2022. So that was the kind of boom that they incurred, a literal doubling of their stock price. That's what happened because they announced a good earnings, and that was June of 2022. And here's what those good earnings were. The good earnings were $1.17 billion in revenue and a loss of only $121 million. Their break-even point is going to be about 1.25, 1.3. That's where they break even on this profit loss here. If you take twice as much revenue and add it to here as their loss was, that tells you what they would have broken even in. They split their ticket sales with the Hollywood, and they would have had half the money. They're running at 50 points basically. So for them to have made an extra 121 million to break this thing even, they would have needed an extra 240, which would have brought them to about 1.4 billion perhaps. But the revenue of 1.17. Now the estimates for this quarter were 1 billion to 1.25 billion is the high. It was just readjusted to 1.3 billion, which is obviously much bigger than this 1.17. This 1.17 caused the stock price to double last June. That's how much everybody shit their pants about how the awesome quarter is. My contention is a $1.5 to $1.6 billion quarter. I still think the analysts are way low. The Hollywood numbers don't jive with 1.3. They jive with 1.55. Hollywood reports the amount that they sold, and there's a direct correlation between AMC and Hollywood, and that says 155, not 130. 130 is still just blowing this out. That's just, hi there, oh my God, huge quarter. Best one in a long, long time. Definitely the best one of the year by far. And to think it's going to be much better than 1.30 is just going to make people poop their pants. So when I say this thing's going up on Monday on the news of the 1.30 and the other analysts coming out and saying, 1.35, and then some other analysts go, 1.40, they're going to be all coming out and they're going to be upgrading and quoting the new numbers that they feel like the stock should be worth for Regal and AMC, and they're all going to cause the price to go up. But we saw a doubling in AMC's price last time they did 1.17. According to the first analyst that reported Friday night, 1.30 will be the number for AMC. So keep that in mind. Price doubled last time. I don't know. Will it double this time? Or will it get a lot more worse this time, or better for us, because they did much better than 1.17. So here we are, farting around at $4.20. We see this thing go up to $8.40 because everybody's like, oh shit, they did 1.3. I think we might. I think we might just see the 8. We might see the 10. Then we'll see the 10 to 1 or the 1 to 10 reverse split. I think a high point of $60, $70, $80 if they get that reverse split done, or a high point of $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. And then if the short squeeze kicks in, we'll just throw another $5, $10 onto there. This thing could be showing up in the 15s here real shortly, even without the reverse split. That's my contention. So I think this is going to cause a boom. It is going to cause a little squeeze. And it might be the straw that broke the camel's back. If that judge rules and they're clacking these things together and they're healthy and they're going to be around. Now you have future prospects to look forward to, not just a good quarter. But yeah, big things, really big things for AMC this week. This 1.30 is going to shock the world. The people just watched 1.17 shock the world last year, and we just saw how giddy they got with it. It went off and doubled the damn stock price like fast. Going from 12.40 to 24.44. Good Lord. All on that. Didn't last long. The short squeeze was part of it, probably. It probably just collapsed under itself as people were like, oh, yeah, but the dilution. And then it went down again. But the dilution's over with. There's not going to be a dilution number 2. You don't have to worry about that. This time it's probably going to go up and stay up, is my contention. But yeah, it doubled last time they came out with news like this. This time the news is way better than the news that they did last time. Could it cause it to double or more? Absolutely, without a doubt. If anything, it's going to be one hell of a 20 days of enjoying watching it go up and up and up and creep these shorts out. We're going to see so many spikes. It's going to be really exciting. Got to keep your eyes on AMC for another like 23 days, I think it is, 24 days till earnings. And it wasn't until the 12th when this thing hit its high, FYI, the 12th. So they released earnings on the 3rd, which would have been, it was already there on the 5th, right after earnings. And the 29th was, it's not showing that day. Well, anyhow, somehow, maybe the earnings were a little bit earlier. But I don't know. It hit 24 that fast. So I don't know how many days after earnings we have to wait for the peak, but probably a few days after earnings. A couple of days later, it just keeps going up. The shorts keep escaping. They keep getting their margin calls. Everybody gets like a 2-day, to respond on the margin calls from your short position. You need to sell this damn thing or we're going to sell it for you. We're going to liquidate your Tesla if you don't get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. That takes a couple of days to develop. Probably takes a couple of days to develop to its full potential. If they release on August 3rd, the earnings, you might see the finish of this boom on August 5th or 6th or 7th, somewhere around there. But I would contend it's going to stay this time because there's not an oh shit moment that we just diluted it. We all still need to address that now, and that's what happened here. That's why it went back down, because the company was still in debt. They won't be anymore. They diluted it. It was diluted. This is just the dilution and the knowledge of it. But doubling the stock price off of a quarterly report, there you go. And this one's going to be much bigger than that one, and that one was just a year ago, post-COVID. How about that? Have a wonderful day. We got some big things to look forward to. Good luck on your AMC. Like the video and subscribe. We're going to start kicking some butt now. I'm excited.